Make sure the YouTube works. Here I am. Here you are. And we're out here together. I've got my neat little hat. I just think it's neat. Gonna go live on the gram because nobody follows me on YouTube. Maybe they finally will if my phone dies during this. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Well, hello, hello, hello. Oh, you know what? It's not going to be great to have this right in front of my screen. Alright, team. I said I was playing Animal Crossing, and that's what I'm going to do. Flip over here. That's my thing. So here's what had happened. Maybe I should post to Facebook. Someone's watching. Oh, it's probably me. That's so funny. Alright, maybe it's a good thing that nobody will be here for the... Hello, Brenda. How are you doing today? I'm trying to see the TV's too loud. Oh, now Owen's texting me. Sorry, Brenda, hold on. Ah, the other me. I'm streaming on Ramblin.live. I'm playing Animal Crossing. The audio's better there, I'm sure. At the very least. Owen says good. Great. That's funny. Okay, I'm coming back to the gram. I'm coming back. Okay. So Owen went out for some cleaning supplies. And, yeah, those memes are from the game I'm playing. Hi, Laura. Sorry, my partner's buying me pads. Oh, fuck. Hi, Nina. So Owen went out to buy me pads, and he was like, are these too expensive? It's like a good price for pads, like $6.99 for like a 2-pack. Not a 2-pack, but you know how you can get like maybe 10 or 12 in a pack, or like 20 or 24. So Owen is buying me like 20 or whatever for like $6.99, and he was like, are these too expensive? And I was like, that's adorable, I love that. No, pads are fucking expensive for no reason, and it's called the pink tax. Welcome to feminism. I'm not mad at him, I'm mad at having to pay money for pads at all. You know the double pack, Brenda. You know what I mean. So, if you go to my YouTubes, you'll see me rushing through the character creation on Animal Crossing, because I started playing before and then I built a structure on a rock, and I think I might have built another structure on another rock. So it turns out these rocks are like really important sources, so I had to restart my whole thing because I built over the rocks that I need to make stuff. Yeah, we should get deductibles for having to pay that shit. Nina, you can make a character that looks like you. I'm gonna make one that looks as creepy as I would like to think that I look. But that doesn't look like me. So I'm wearing this hat and this scarf in part because the window next to my gaming station is really bright, but also because it's a themed thing because we're going on an adventure. So that's what's up. So, hair. Let's go! No, I'm not gonna go gray. I wanna go gray though. Silver. We're going silver for the hair. Yeah. Nina, you cannot play the new Animal Crossing on your browser, I'm sorry to say. You need a Nintendo Switch for it. But you can play their mobile game, which might be worth it in a pandemic. I was playing it before, but I deleted it because it took up so much battery on my phone. But these days, who fucking cares? You could be plugged in all the time. Right, I'm trying to remember what eyes I had before, and I'm forgetting. These eyes look good. I remember I liked the nose and mouth that I had. Yes! This is it. This is what I want. And cute little blushes. Alright. I can change my look later. I wish there was like cross-platforming between the mobile and the Switch, but I don't think that's a thing. But yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Nina said that she and Mendiana are laying on their sides, gazing into each other's eyes. I kind of really miss not having... I mean, I miss having a cat right now. Because the loneliness is getting to me today. Oh, if I didn't mention that Mendiana is a cat, that's funny. Yeah, sounds fine. Okay, now I have to choose the map for my island. And I wish the map included where these fucking rocks are. Because I want to, like, I want to have a good, like, natural look about my island. Oh man, Spy Kids 2 was legitimately terrifying, wasn't it? Like, no freaking joke. Okay. So I want one with a freshwater pond. The airport is all in the same place. This has like... Ooh, this one looks interesting. Some of them have little spaces where the green space goes out into the ocean. I like that. This one has a dock. And a nice centrally located camp. I appreciate that. It looks like it has a variety of terrain. I like this one. I think. God, this is such an important decision. This one, the rivers look like a little dog. Fuck. Alright, I'm doing this one. Let's try that one. I made the decision. This, what is it? Oh, great. So, Brenda asked how many poops until you can't poop. And this is a really important question because a new feature in the Animal Crossing game is actually like biometric data. So you have to attend to your physical needs because it is a survival scenario. So there is a limited number of poops until you can't poop anymore, and it has to do with how many fruit you eat. So you eat fruit to like get power so you can like break through rocks and stuff. But you have like I think it's like a 3 fruit per poop ratio. And the little character does a little dance when they have to go to the bathroom real bad. So that's that question. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. Nobody's watching the stream. Excellent. Cool, cool, cool. Love it. It still says I'm playing Mario Kart. But I'm not. Where did I put that? Oh well. I'll figure it out later. So I was trying to think of a way to maybe stream through Instagram instead of trying to get people to go to my YouTube. Would that be interesting? That the one person who's Brenda who's watching. All right, bye, Brenda. Yeah, I'll tell Owen when he gets back. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Love you too. So now I'm wondering if maybe I should just keep going for the YouTube. What do you think, YouTube? Like, message, subscribe, comment. This is what democratic media is, right? Lol JK. So I was thinking about starting a vlog, and you know what? I'm gonna do that. So bye, Instagram. Oh shit, someone came back. Oh, Nina, I'm gonna go to YouTube. Because this might become a pandemic vlog. For real, for real. Okay, bye, Nina. Watch me on YouTube if you want. Okay, bye. God, I can't believe I have to do all this shit again. That's so annoying. I'm like legitimately upset about it. I mean, legitimately is a hard word to use for one's own emotions, but I'm irritated. I can say that much. Oh yeah, give me that. God damn it, it won't let me pick anything up. Fuck. Alright, we got one rock. Plenty of sticks. Good sign, good sign, good sign. I'm with a cool punk girl and another rocker kid! Ooh, this might end up being, like, actually really better. Alright, we got Cherry and Kevin in the house. Fuck yeah. Aw, sick. I'm wearing a sailor shirt? That's cool. Alright, I'm, like, actually excited. If I get peaches for my fruit, that's gonna be, like, extremely dank. Alright, I'm not even watching this. So here's the thing, YouTube. Is that I am feeling the ramifications of isolation, and it took a week and a day, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Oh. I think Owen's back. Let's see if I feel like talking about it later. Not that I don't trust him, but, you know. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get a tent. Some content. Oh, I was also gonna figure out how to set up a Discord so I can talk to Chris and other people. Thinking about moving this camera too. So, oh shoot. I was thinking about how there are a lot of like weird intersections of what is going on with the world right now. Oh shit, actually. I got oranges! I can live with oranges. I can live with oranges. I can be happy with oranges. Cherries are just kind of trash. Nobody likes cherries. God, what a cool guy. Oh my god, what a cool guy. This guy's cool too. Man, so cool. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Do I want beachfront property? No. That's not my vibe. Do I want to look at the world that I'm living in? Alright, let's see if we can get by this. Oh, there's a rock. It's a good sign. Ooh, this little area looks nice. Okay, okay, okay. This looks super cute over here. How close? I'm pretty close to the boss man. This area is nice and clear already. Oh, this looks pretty sweet, actually. You know what? I like this. I like this. Let's do this. This is the spot. It's pretty freaking cute. I wanna move it back a few feet because at my last house I was putting some trees behind the house and I kind of liked that. So I'm gonna see if I can do that again. This feels like a good compromise. And that's how I make instinctive decisions, by thinking through it and compromising, which is not really instinctive. That's how I roll. Dude, I look like the coolest grandma right now. Alright. Still can't pick up stuff. Sick. Cool, cool, cool. Oh my god. I just want to get through this tutorial. Alright, Derek. Derek and Deborah first. Oop, looks like Derek. I won't let anyone make their own decisions. Derek and Deborah sitting in a tree. And I don't want Derek to be too close to the water, though. Okay. It's gonna get rid of a tree. We need every tree for its branches. I know that now. Let's see what the map says. Alright, now I'm realizing the faults of a centrally located spot. Oh, we're sprinting. Oh, here we go. Alright. Alright. What about this? This seems cute. This seems like a good spot for Derek. Let's see if it cuts down this tree. Taking down 2 trees. Can't do it. Can't do it. See, that's the... I wonder if that is an intended or unintended design of this game, is that, like, once you understand how things work, then you want to conserve the local ecology. So what I was gonna say earlier was that this looks super cute. I don't want to pull up any of the weeds and stuff because they're pretty. And I was trying to keep a nice balance in my old place, but like Tom Nook really wants you to pull up those weeds. And honestly, it's like not ecologically friendly. God, you look so cool. You got a mouth on the side of your face and everything? Oh man. I do genuinely like that spot. Okay. So here's what I was thinking about, is that the time that this pandemic is happening is an interesting confluence of a lot of other things, probably only in my personal life. Oh god, sorry, that's such a faux pas. But I think it's like kind of poetic that this, and I know this is like going over things too much, but I think it's kind of poetic that this game that is about like surviving and building a world and relationships and stuff has come out at the same time that we all need to learn to like survive and build a world in our own little places. And by that I mean like develop a rich inner life in the confines of your own home. 10 tree branches. Alright, Tom Nook. So thankfully Video games are amazing and people have a lot of things to do these days via the internet. I was thinking about, like, the last pandemic was the quote-unquote Spanish flu, which I guess now that we're going over history was not, like, the coolest name for it, but whatever. And I couldn't have imagined, like, living without the internet through something like this. Because we get so bored. Of course now, like, the other problem is, or the other side of the problem is that we have too much entertainment for our own good and we're, like, constantly stimulated, but we'll see how people come out of this and if that changes at all. But it's also interesting that this comes at a time when, like, a lot of people... Whoa, what's this? Oranges? 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 Oranges. They're spelled the same. Maybe you can only have, like, 10 in one thing. That's interesting. Because, like, we're all dealing with the worst parts of late capitalism as something that's challenging, like, the structural integrity of the whole thing is showing its weaknesses. So, I'm trying to think of what else is coming together. I was also thinking about how when I was a kid, I went to, like, camp a lot, and I had to learn how to be comfortable being alone pretty quickly. Not pretty quickly, I, like, suffered every time I went to camp until I was, like, 11 or some, like, really old age. But, I developed good coping mechanisms that had to do with, like, counting meals to count down parts of the day and then counting down days until I could go home. And, latching on to stuff I really liked doing that distracted me from how shitty I felt. And I'm worried for other people who, like, maybe have lived a more charmed life or are in, like, more stressful situations that, like, developing the skills to cope with, like, mundane stuff and, like, boredom is gonna be really difficult to develop, like, in a super stressful situation like this. Oh, we're going with Talaxia. That was the name of my last place, and we are keeping it. Oh no! So, like, I don't know, maybe I'll start this as, like, a video blog. A diary. Video diary. But also, if people are interested, oh yeah, to talk about those feelings and how I figured all that shit out. Swoleville is actually extremely sick. I think I messed up, guys. Guys, vote for Swoleville. Don't vote for Biden. And then I didn't get homesick for a long time until I studied abroad in Germany. And that was also extremely hard because the longest camp I had been to before that was like 2 weeks maybe. So I hadn't been away from home for like that long before. And this was a semester, so it was about like 3 months. And at the time, what? Go to what? Not today. Can you get it at the pharmacy? So we need to go today? I would really rather go in the morning because they will have restocked and there won't be like a bunch of people who touched everything. Okay. gonna wait till Owen heads out. Boo 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 boo. Alright, I'm gonna make this day pass as quickly as possible. Which is another good coping mechanism. Blah 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 blah. Whee! Okay, where did I put my home? Up, and away, I think. Boo 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 boo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can I place 6 oranges on the ground? Nope. See. The other thing I'm really bummed about having to restart my game is that, like, this morning I was hoping that somehow those rocks I lost would respawn somewhere else, but, like, one of them did, but not the other one. It's such a bummer. And now I don't even want to listen to Cool Guy. This guy's name is close to disaster. Reminds me of Cafe Kerouac. Also too close for comfort. Okay. Mostly just waited for Owen to leave because he interrupts me when I'm thinking about stuff. Not in a bad way, just if I'm trying to talk it out. You know, jam. As the, oh my god. Church camp guys would say. The pastors or something. Alright, this is where I get my phone. I got a better cot this time too, honestly. Everything's a lot cuter. So anyway, when I was studying abroad, it was hard for me to, like, comprehend how long I was going to be away from home, because I was used to, like, being able to count on 2 hands, like, how many days it was. And I had to, like, you know, actually invest in relationships with, like, classmates and people I lived with in my dorm and stuff. And I pretty quickly learned that I had to, like, figure out a routine for myself, try to, like, stay in the present moment of what I was doing, and not think too much about time passing or the past, because then I got depressed, or the future because then I got anxious. And, like, even just traveling and getting disoriented like that, I didn't realize that, like, having a sense of home was so important to me. So I feel like this time around, all of us are, like, or those of us who are able to, like, be in a safe home are pretty lucky to be somewhere where we do feel safe, because the whole world, like, feels unsafe right now. So you can, like, and this can, you know, is a double-edged sword. Is, like, you can tell yourself that you're safe within the 4 walls of your home because you're able to, like, control everything. And you're able to, like, rest with your comfort objects, or, like, all the books you've been meaning to read, or games you've been meaning to play, or whatever. And for people who aren't safe, I really fucking hope there are resources for them. This is a really cheery way to start this game. But anyway, so So, I wish I was better at explaining what these feelings felt like. Ooh, I hope I get the switch again. Because it's like, it's really so like, it's like on a surface level, it feels like having a lump in your throat and a pit in your stomach and like you might throw up or cry at any moment. But in the long term, the feelings are more exhausting. Oh yeah. And exhaustive or something. It's not actually like that. I just wanted to say that stuff and sound cool. Cool. Throw that switch down. And I wonder if that fear is like a definition of anxiety or something, but cool. We are going to take a little picture. Look at me. And like if you really let the anxiety get to you, then you can also feel threatened by a lot of stuff. So like when I was abroad, it was like being afraid of strangers and stuff, or like constantly afraid that you're gonna fuck something up or like file the wrong paperwork or who knows, and like or end up in jail in a foreign country or something, which is like super fucking scary. But I think that people might also realize that they're afraid of, or maybe they won't be able, I don't know how many people will be able to like consciously work through this stuff, but maybe they'll realize they're a little bit afraid of themselves and like where their mind goes when they're bored and where their habits go and stuff, because like even I have been definitely drinking and smoking a lot just because I don't want to think about things too much, or I'm bored or whatever. Like I'm not proud of that, and I check in with my partner to make sure that like I'm not becoming annoying or taking him for granted, or getting into any really bad patterns, because he has seen a thing or two also, and I trust him to like call me out on that. So we just gotta be like really careful with how we're coping, and I would like to believe, I don't know, man. I'm becoming more and more nervous for how long this is gonna last. Because like, this is the other reason why you can't think about time too much, is like if deadlines shift, that like radically changes your world and your experience in the world on a daily basis, then you're in trouble. Because if you think that like everything is, and this is, I guess this has a lot to do with like mindfulness and self-awareness in general, but if you think that like everything in your life is going to go back to normal and be fine at a certain day, or once someone does a certain thing, or once, you know, like high schoolers who think that their life is going to be amazing once they go to college might realize that they still have to like deal with themselves and their bullshit and like their shitty relationship with their parents and stuff eventually. Sorry, I hit the mic. So it's kind of a similar thing maybe of realizing that you need to deal with yourself in the end. And I think that, oh my god, why am I so itchy? I wonder if a bunch of like pollen came out. I feel like that's one of the things that could define adulthood if we wanted to, is, no, that's not even fair, because a lot of kids like rise to the challenge of themselves, I feel like. But that's one, I think that's like one of those make or break things of like, will you rise to the challenge or not? And when the challenge is something internal and not like external, like a job thing or moving into an apartment or whatever, then it's like a lot harder to grapple with ideas of like success and failure and growth and stuff like that. DIY workshops. So when we are faced with so much boredom and have the time to observe our thought patterns and behaviors, I think a lot of people will like be putting in extra exhaustive work on themselves, which on top of like the exhausting situation of being confined is a lot. And I hope that people will be nice to themselves and not try to like get too much done in a day. Because one, as my partner has been saying, then you'll run out of things to do. And two, then you'll like exhaust yourself and hit a bottom that's like not super helpful for anybody. Let's do it. I was listening to a podcast that Emily V. Gordon and Kumail Nanjiani made. And Emily, who has had a chronic illness and like lung issues, said that it seems to her that people who have been dealing with chronic illnesses or like long stays in the hospital are a little bit better at adapting to the situation because maybe I think she was saying because they have dealt with like the medical uncertainty before, but also because they've probably dealt with like the time uncertainty and the existential uncertainty and a lot of other challenging things that are hard for people who've like lived a charmed life of not having to worry about a lot of things. Don't have to worry about. And I guess I'm saying that I'm like those people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that I'm thankful to have had the challenges I've had because it's weird that sometimes I feel like everything in my life led up to a moment or something. And this is definitely one of those challenges where I feel like, or maybe this is some kind of like benefit of being willing to learn and grow as a person, is that I feel like I'm better equipped to deal with this situation because I have dealt with a version of it before. Actually, hello, this is probably the great thing about growing up that all the adults tell you is that it gets easier because you've faced the same kind of stuff before. Wow, isn't that profound? I'm not. And I have empathy for people who haven't dealt with it before because it's fucking hard. And it's hard in a way, okay, here's the thing that does upset me, is that it's hard in a way that we don't talk about as a culture because we don't talk about any of our feelings and emotions and uncertainties and stuff like that. Like, I feel like there's this rich inner language that I want to tap into to talk about it, but I just don't have access to it because I don't either have the skills to use that language or I don't even know that that language exists and how to use it. Which in itself is exhausting to think that I have to like develop a whole new way of talking about things. I don't know, maybe I just need to write short stories or something. And like maybe by externalizing it, I can somehow talk about it better. What else have I been thinking about? Last night, before we went to bed, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez went live. Oh, I talked to my mom today. I never talked to my mom. So that was good. It was nice. But anyway, AOC went live and she was talking about how, like, they've been trying to work on helping renters out with and that, like, how the economic fallout of this is going to be really fucked, and how there is a strain that affects young people when before we thought young people were fine because they weren't having to be hospitalized for one strain, but now the virus is mutated into another strain. And I read an article that I'm sure is going around and anybody who's keeping on top of stuff has seen, but it is about, it has like really helpful graphs and explains what is going on and why we need to like practice some serious fucking isolation because it's the best way of preventing the virus from spreading and buying us time to develop a shot. What's it fucking called? An inoculation? I haven't gotten a flu shot in like 10 years, so I'm part of the problem for sure. But yeah, we just need time. If I'm feeling really ambitious one day, I might link to that article at some point, but I probably won't. Not gonna lie, probably not gonna do it. I've also been, like, I don't know what's up with me. I wish I could better communicate with other millennials on the fucking trauma we've lived through. Like, because it's like, what has happened? What has happened in the world in the past 25 years that has made us all be like, well, I guess I'm gonna meme about it. Like, like, thank God we're not all freaking out more, I guess. But also, like, that's gotta be way too much for any one generation to deal with. There should just be, like, what if there was, like, a fictional history show that was, okay, so it's a fictional drama, maybe a dramedy, that's about someone growing up as a millennial and living through the different news and, like, crises that happened, and how they and their friends coped through different situations. You heard it here, folks. That's my idea, even though someone's already probably started a project like that. Yeah, fucking millennials, man. And I think about my mom and, like, conversations I've had with her about just, like, the stuff that my generation and probably Gen Z and Zoomers have anxiety about too, with, you know, fucking, like, global warming and, like, late capitalism and all kinds of impossible stuff. And I feel like hey, guess what? I don't have any money. I feel like she seems, okay, so, like, here's the other weird thing about us, is that, like, when I compare myself to older generations, the only examples I have to compare to are my parents and their siblings, who are all, like, you know, fucking, like, nuts. They're not nuts. Okay, so some of them are nuts, but a lot of them also just, like, seem to not think too hard about stuff, which is probably because they're older and, like, they don't have to anymore because they're, like, retirement age, which is, like, fine, good for them. But I feel like also stuff that they had to deal with wasn't as intense as the end of the world over and over again. Like, literally, like, oh my god. First it's, like, 9/11. Then it's fucking the 2008 financial crisis. Then it's fucking, you know, Obama betraying us and being a shithead. Then it's, like, Trump getting elected. Then it's war with Iran. Then it's, like, the DNC betraying us. Then it's, like, all this other stuff. And I wish there was, like, an objective metric of people to say, like, how much do you feel like humanity is going to end? Because if there's, like, a historical precedent for that, it would be incredible, because, one, we could compare it to past pandemics, but also, like, then we could see, is stuff actually as fucked as it seems to be? And when I ask older people, they're like, yeah, this is actually, like, extremely fucked. I asked some people I know if this is, like, comparable to the 2008 financial crisis, and they were like, no, because, like, that had bad actors and people you could blame for everything, and the economic fallout from COVID-19 is just, like, if, you know, you can't really blame anyone for what's happening. Which I'm sort of thankful for, because if this was something we could, like, concretely pin on the president as causing, that would be like so awful. But like I can live with him just like botching all the advice from professionals and stuff. Of course, thankfully, I might live through it, but a lot of other people won't who could have. Oh shoot. So yeah, I'm taking things really slow. I thought I might stream every day, but now I'm not so sure, especially because I need to like make sure I give attention to my partner. And I need to cook 3 meals a day and stuff. I'm so tired. It would probably help me be less tired if I didn't use substances and if I worked out and stuff, but hey. This is the one time I'm gonna like let loose and actually party and shit, because I'm such a workaholic otherwise, so. Let's craft. Where do I feel good? I don't know. Yeah, this loneliness is getting to me. I know I'm stressed out and stuff, but yeah, I'm just trying to take things one day at a time. A lot of really good AA aphorisms coming through. Because of course it always does. I'm trying not to, I'm like, you know, looking at 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, we can get a lot of stuff done. And now that we're looking at like 2 or 3 months, I'm like, I could probably cool it on like the pace I was hoping to get stuff done at. Cause like, I don't need to write the next American novel. I just need to like get through this and plan for the future and not lose sight of a future that I have been dreaming of for years. Like literally. Because I think a lot of people, and especially a lot of creatives, were really looking forward to stuff happening, or like exhibiting stuff, playing shows that they were looking forward to for a long time that aren't going to be able to happen anymore. And I have hope that there will be like some way of making that back up. And I also have dreams that like maybe someone will like think of having a COVID concert where like a whole bunch of, or not a concert, but like a festival where maybe in the early fall or something, when we're all like for sure gonna be safe, where we can like come together and kind of celebrate and have a bacchanal and hang out with our friends again. Because it's really hard not to see them. Like, I'm not even a super social person. I don't even like, I don't know how extroverts are doing. I was like, it took me a week and a day to start feeling crappy and depressed and scared. I can't imagine how extroverted people are feeling right now. Or maybe they all have the kinds of jobs where you can work from home, so they're keeping busy. Hopefully. Like, I think about my cousin. She would probably fucking go nuts if she didn't have work to do. 1, she would go ham, and 2, she would go nuts. But I'm trying not to be on a high horse about taking social distancing seriously. And I'm also trying not to like be mad at and like judge other people who aren't taking it seriously. I mean, those aren't challenges right now, but maybe once it hits 2 weeks and I still see people outside and I'm like, I've been doing this, why aren't you doing it? We're all supposed to be doing this. It's not gonna work if we don't all do it. Or maybe I'll like make a a megaphone cone and just yell from my fire escape telling them to go home. Yeah, in Italy they will have had like beautiful outdoor public like like clapping for nurses and doctors and stuff, and like people playing music outside and stuff, and here it's just gonna be like New Yorkers like yelling at each other to get the fuck out of the street. That reminds me of how I was wishing I was at a protest, and there were like a good number of people there, and we were marching for maybe like 2 or 3 hours, and we all were like cyclically losing steam and energy, and I kind of wish that we could have been singing, even though it's like old school and probably tacky or somehow socially faux pas. But like I feel like it really would have kept the energy up. But hey, that's just me. That's why I don't organize this stuff. Because I don't know. That's not where my skills are. Alright. I think it's time for me to stop rubbing my nose on camera. Like a nasty boy. Gonna make some arepas. Because Owen's probably gonna come home hungry. And I'm hungry anyway. Alright, team. Oh, I'm missing a present because I need a slingshot. Damn, I don't think I can make one yet. Fuck. Do I have money? There's no way I can make it in time. There it goes. Off, and away. Alright. Oh, Owen's calling now. I'm gonna cut the stream. Okay, bye.